Hello, welcome to interviewbuddies.com. In today's video, we are going to solve a very common and frequently asked problem, and is called as two-sum. So the problem statement goes like this. You have an array of integers and a target given to you, and you have to find two numbers, the indexes of two numbers, such that they add up to the given target. So array doesn't necessarily has to be sorted. So on my screen you can see the array can be in this format, which is not sorted. So you are given this array which is like 2 1 3 7. The indexes are 0 1 2 and 3, and you are given the target 5. So you have to return two numbers. You have to return the indexes of the two numbers that equals to 5. So in this case we have 2 plus 3 equal to 5, and the index of 2 is 0, index of 3 is 2. So it should return an array of 0 comma 2. You can solve it either by brute force. So by brute force you are saying that I will run two loops, basically two for loops. So what is the problem with this particular approach is runtime of O(n) square. So this is like not very good approach, and if you even if you solve it in the interview with this approach, the interviewer will ask you the questions around it and will ask you to improve it. So you should know the way to improve this particular algorithm. So the second approach is more efficient and is called as one pass hash map approach, or hash table you can say. So how this approach works, so you will run off one for loop, and inside that for loop you will have a hash map, and you will do manipulations inside that, and you will see if the target or the difference is present inside the hash map or not. So how we will go about writing it? We will say for int I equal to 0, I is less than length of the array and I plus plus. And inside that for loop we are saying that give me the difference, int difference of target minus whatever the value at the current index. So let's say your array is A, and you're saying give me the difference of this particular number, like target minus the first the index at A. So let us stop here for a minute. So what will happen here? Array is 2 1 3 7. So when the loop runs the first time, your I is 0. So this is the index we are targeting. So we are saying that difference for the very first time is our target is 5. So 5 minus A of I is A of 0, which is equal to 2. So 5 minus 2 is 3, right? So we are saying that we have a variable difference, and in that difference the number is 3. So now what we will do about this number? We have the number, right? So we are going to find this number inside the hash map. So what we will say that if your map contains, I'm going to write the full code in a minute, but just for your understanding, if your hash map contains key difference, right? If the map contains the key difference, what will happen? That you already solved it, right? So that's all you need. So if the map contains, at any time if the map contains the difference, that means that you found the keys, you found both the values, and you found the indexes of it, and you can just return it. So you can return. So once your condition is satisfied, means that your map contains the particular key, the difference, then you can return these indexes. You can say map.get difference, it will return the index and the current index. So, and in the form of array you can return it, and once that is done, if the condition is map, that's how you're going to return it. But how you will populate the map, you can say that map dot put, and the key is going to be a of I, right, the current number and the index of that. So that's how you will populate the map. So this is your whole program. Let's write it and execute it. Let's solve this problem. I have IntelliJ open, and in this editor I'm going to write the program so that we can see how it's running. The class name is toSum, and I'm going to define the function as public int, because we have to return the two indices indexes in the form of an array. So the return type of integer, toSum, and the parameters that we are passing is integer array and a target of type integer, right? So that's what the definition looks like. So let's create a hash map, integer, and let's call it num map, goes to new hash map. So as discussed, let's create the for loop for int I equal to 0, I is less than nums.length I plus plus. So this is your structure of the for loop, and we are going to define a variable difference, and we are saying target minus nums of I. Okay, and then before we are going to check the hash map, let's put in the hash map num map dot put. We are putting nums of I as the key and index as the value. Okay, and we are going to check if num map dot contains key is your difference. If the map contains this key, then we are saying return new int, and then we are saying num map dot get diff. Okay, for the key value pair part, we are putting in the hash map, we are saying that put nums I. So when we are saying nums I is the key, and we are checking here if the hash map already contains that key, then give me the value associated with that key and another index, which is the current index. So these are the two values which will be returned. If there is nothing, then new int and return an empty array. Let's write a main method. New constructor and sum dot toSum. Okay, and let's define the array int nums equal to 1, 2, 3, 7, 5, 7, and int target is 5 plus 2, 7. Let's say target is 7, right? And we are passing here nums comma target, and it will give us the array and call it result. Okay, so yeah, so this is your whole program, and let's run it. So the target is 7, and the 7 is obtained by adding the first index, which is number 2, and the third index, which is number 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So that's how you can you can solve this problem. And in this case, in case of one pass hash table approach, the runtime complexity is O of n. The space time complexity is also O of n. Hope you understood from this explanation, and yeah, don't forget to hit subscribe button. Thank you very much.